Hey guys, I'm back from a 2-week hiatus. I was in Budapest 2 weeks ago, and then I fell sick last week, and so there were no videos, and I was really sad, and I hope you weren't sad. But now I'm back, and I figured since I've been away, I would just catch you up on what I've been reading and give you a little mini wrap-up video. So without further ado, let's begin. So the first book I want to talk about is American Gods by Neil Gaiman. And I don't know if you remember in my book haul when I talked about this book, I was about halfway through it, and I was just so ecstatic about it. I loved it. I was honestly recommending it to everyone, and because I just thought it was so interesting and I thought it was so cool. And then fast forward through the next 300 pages of the book, and my opinion is totally changed, totally different. I liked the book, but it was just way too long. And just everything that was exciting about it began to feel a little bit stretched out. And yeah, I was just sort of disappointed by the end. You know, when you read a 600-page book, you want to finish it and like sigh and be like, wow, that was amazing. And I just didn't get that. I was just like, just turned the page and just like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy to be be done with this book. So yeah, I don't know, a lot of interesting ideas, but I mean, I love the opening chapters, and there's just so much neat stuff going on, but I don't know. For 600 pages of your time, I would be very weary about just blanket handing out this book to people. But that said, it was quite interesting. Thoughts on it are polarized. I liked it and didn't like it. I gave it a 3.8 on Goodreads, so that's not a bad score. Yeah, let me know what you thought of it. Then, the next book I read, I absolutely loved. Unfortunately, I don't have a copy of the book with me, because I just the other day gave it to a friend, lended it out. And at the time of giving it away, I was like, yeah, I thought I needed this for something. And then when I sat down to shoot this video, I was like, oh no, that book, it's gone. And that book is Slade House by David Mitchell. And it is so good. It is, it's sort of a pseudo-sequel to Bone Clocks, where you're sort of following sort of the bad characters of the Bone Clocks. No one specifically, but the sort of group of villains. You follow sort of a subset of those villains. And it's this sort of weird horror story. And which makes sense, because if you think about the one genre that, you know, David Mitchell didn't really explore in the Bone Clocks, it was definitely horror. So it's great. It's this nice little sweet gothic horror story, but it's written in the same sort of David Mitchell style with 5 interlocking stories, each sort of playing off the one before it. And so it's great. In some ways, I feel like if you haven't read any David Mitchell, Slade House might be a great place to start, because it does everything he does so well, but in just like a miniature form under 200 pages. It's great. I think you might get more out of it if you read the Bone Clocks. But that said, I think it's great for anyone. Then I read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis. And oh my gosh, guys, I love this book. It was just so charming and sweet and exciting, and I just found it really fun, you know, about these kids that goes through the wardrobe, they meet like a talking beaver and all these talking animals, and they have to like battle against this witch. And I just thought it was so great. And then there's this professor character in the household that they're staying in who seems really, I don't know, mysterious. I don't know, I just thought it was great. People always talk about this book with the religious references, and I mean, I definitely noticed them when they came up. But I didn't find it detracting from my overall enjoyment of the book. And this edition's really nice. It comes with like full color illustrations. Yeah, pretty neat. So yeah, no, I definitely kind of want to go on and read the rest of the series. Or do I have to read all of them? I don't know. The next one is called The Horse and His Boy, which sounds kind of boring. So I kind of want to skip Horse and His Boy, but then, I don't know, you guys tell me. But yeah, I'd love to try more of it. I found it immensely enjoyable. And last but not least is Glow by Ned Beauman. And I talked about this in the book haul, in one of my last book hauls when I was in the middle of reading it. And yeah, no, I absolutely enjoyed it. It's sort sort of a trendy novel of literary fiction. It's like a whole conspiracy around London with this sort of drug trafficking, but done through like urban foxes and all sorts of weird, bizarre stuff. So it's very Pynchon-esque. And yeah, no, I thought it was really fun. I found, for me, it was the absolute perfect antidote from reading too much YA, which was to sort of read, you know, about trendy South Londoners and like casual drug use, which, you know, felt like, you know, the exact opposite of YA. YA, you don't have anyone doing anything casually. Everything's really, really intense. So yeah, no, I thought it was fantastic. Guys, that was my wrap up. If you've read any of these books, please let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are, whether you agree with me, disagree with me, or just have some really cool, insightful point to say. Please let me know. If you like this video, please like it, and if you really like this video, please subscribe. Until next time, happy reading. Bye bye bye.